Hello, RPG Limit Break, and welcome to this Sunday event right here. We've got our Ducks, our top four, right now for the Duck Derby Week 4, the grand finals of our Summer 2021 Duck Derby. I am your co-host here in the booth, Duck Moon EX, joined by Luffy DV, the commentary team. So nice, we're doing it twice here for these races. Luffy, I'm letting you take over from here. How you doing tonight?
Oh, I am fantastic, Dark Moon. He is right. This is the fourth week, final week of Duck Derby for these new players of our Final Fantasy Randomizer. We're very excited to see what we got going on. We got mathematically, I believe, 8 players that can still win this thing, if not more. So this is going to be fantastic. We got some good hype here with Papa Ducks, ADR, Jar Jar Thinks, and Earthwing Angel on our restream. We got some more Ducks over there on Speed Gaming, I think, as well.
Speed Gaming Prime,
Yep, Speed Gaming Primes. This is going to be a fantastic night of Duck action.
Heck yeah, and it's going to be fun to watch how this all plays out, because our Ducks have been on quite the journey this time around. Papa Ducks came in 10th in his first race, and then came back from that first race to take second, and then first in weeks 2 and 3. And that's how he's sitting at the top with about a 10-point lead over anyone else. Just really solid play those first 2 weeks. I think a lot of us would agree. He like, even if he was like still going to be a duck after this, which he's not, he is clearly a platypus at this point. He would be a person to watch in all of the upcoming tournaments.
Yeah, for sure. He's shown remarkable improvement over the last several weeks. He's always, getting in the pickup races in the afternoons. I see him all the time in chat. He's really put in the effort. It's fantastic.
Absolutely, really just a solid player right there. Earthwing Angel, our second place player, came in first in the first week. Out of the gate, I think that was a surprise for all of us, because I've seen Earthwing play, but I think I was sleeping on them as a player. I didn't expect them to be as good as they were that first week. And then a first followed by a 5th, and then 10th during last week, when last week was kind of crazy. So those are respectable times. That first really helps them, and that's carried them to second place. Your thoughts?
That he's going to be doing just fine as well. I've raced him a couple times, and he's shown some good tenacity and some fierceness of trying to get through seas. He doesn't quit, so I think we're going to be excited to have him with us tonight.
ADR, Adam, as he also goes by, very consistent here in our Duck Derby right now. A 5th followed by 2 third places, and that's really important for the Duck Derby, is consistency. Even if you don't get first every time, getting those good high place scores will really carry you through, as his third place here, with a total of 86 points, only, 10 points behind Papa Ducks, clearly shows.
Yeah, I did a pickup race with him last week, and he beat me. So I'm remembering the name moving forward. These Ducks, not so much Ducks anymore, especially after tonight.
And I've been paying attention to this player here, mostly because of their name. Our 4th place player, Jar Jar Thinks, only a 13th on their first one, but here's the consistency again. A 4th and a 6th on the next 2 weeks. So their total of 70 points, still only like 16 or so-ish. I think my math may be off on that. Behind Papa. They have the hardest hill to climb, I think, of our top 4, but still within spitting distance of first place, and really anyone on stream can take this.
Yep, that's right, and it looks like we're on our way. But as far as Jar Jar, don't know much about him as a runner, but I can tell you it's the only Jar Jar that I would like.
Oh, I like this mix here. For those that took a White Mage. Life 2, which is White Mage locked, and a Harm 4, which is actually the best of the White Mage sleepers you can get if you can't get Fade. Makes them very useful. And that paired with Brack, I think a lot of people might be looking at those White Mages going, yeah, I'd keep you around.
Yeah, I mean, Life 2, one of the best spells you're going to find. Harm 4, it's not going to be the kind of sweeper that's going to get you anything but undead spells, but it's going to do the job here in the early game and get you to find something for that red mage or black mage, whatever else anybody took.
Yeah. See, an Iron Hammer's +5 for only like 9 gold or so, not bad. Small daggers for just 1 if you're really strapped for cash. Like, you're going to find a weapon. Anything you buy here at the first shop really doesn't matter. I like ADR putting that hammer on their White Mage. Power White Mage. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, you might as well.
Well, your he has 2 black belts. They aren't going to be using that. Pretty sure one of his black belts will be kissing dirt soon.
Yeah, let's talk about party composition tonight. So you're gonna see everybody with 2 black belts on stream right now, and that's because we have 2 forced black belts. So welcome to graduation, boys. This is gonna be fun.
I know you rolled this, but I feel like Gregory rolled this, honestly.
Well, I try to model some of my black belt strats after Gregory Puff, so I think it's appropriate that we got them tonight.
Okay, we got a Garland fight already. 2 black belts up front for Papa Ducks. Going with Lightning 2. Didn't kill on the first punch, so it did nothing, but the second Lightning 2 comes through. That takes it out. Oh, I see Jar Jar already killed him. Got a ship and get the rod from the king. Okay, so the sea is now open to us, at least the Circle Sea. Don't know if we had a free canal, though. I need to look at the layout, and no, doesn't look like it.
Nope, we did not. We had free bridge, free canoe. So river system open. And I mean, if they really wanted to, they could have walked down to Elfland Castle, even though early progression wasn't on, or extended open progression wasn't on. But the ship's going to give us all the movement we need inside the inner sea right now.
Yeah, so not having the canal doesn't really matter for the first, few minutes, because you're going to want to go to Provoca, you're going to want to go to Elfland, you're going to want to do your various turn-ins as you can, and then find that canal when it's available. It's not really a hardship to not be able to escape the Circle Sea just yet.
Yeah, for sure. You're going to make your normal checks here. You're going to want to go get your key item from Bicky. You're going to want to check level 2 magic.
Yep.
The ship is just going to save you a little bit of walking time right now.
Yeah.
And we'll find that canal at some point, or maybe we won't and we get a floater, and then, we're just off and going.
Good turner from Jar Jar. It's going to let them immediately kill the pirates on their first move. Get to level 4 across the board for all their characters. Hasn't killed that black belt yet. Yes, please remember to talk to Vicky. And there's our canal. So practically free canal.
Yeah, it's free enough. It was French Vanilla Canal and ship there. It was pretty good.
And so worth pointing out, along with the soft appears that are always going to be at Canaria, you had houses, cabins, and heals there. Canaria is you're going to be your central hub here, certainly for a while.
Yeah, cheap cabins too. 48 gold's not too bad. Housing market, not the worst at 1,800, but still pretty steep.
Yep. And yes, I do see Cursor Boss sitting on Papa Duck's screen. That's on his side. Nothing we can do about that. So we'll just enjoy the art that's coming along with this.
That's new downloadable content that are putting in.
Expansion pack. Tier 3, Ruse, that's Knight learnable, not that we have a Knight. Oops. Fire 3, Lock 2. That's the key takeaways there.
Yeah, Lock 2, great utility spell. Boss scaling, not too difficult here, so it's not going to be as imperative to have as it would say with some bosses that are really thick and chunky, but it's still good to have for peace of mind.
So, I want to see what's at Elfland for the magic. I might think about if there's any other turn-ins I can do doing them, but here's something I'm noticing. Lightning 2 at level 1, Harm 4 at level 1, Fire 3 at level 2. That feels like the Ice Cave special right there.
Yeah, it does, and I'm Team Never Marsh, even though I believe we have Marsh Cave incentivized tonight, and that free canoe early on would steer me toward Ice Cave right away as well. I like your thought right there for sure. Yeah,
and you already have the ship and the canal out of the way, so you're pretty well guaranteed that something you're looking for is going to be sitting there at that incentivized Ice Cave. Like, if you knew you could skip it because it was just going to be something you didn't need, you got the floater, that would be one thing, but whatever's there, more than likely you need, unless it's like a ribbon after you find the floater somewhere else. Or not ribbon, ruby after you find the floater somewhere else. So, yeah, this feels like an ice play for me. Of course, I also lost in the first round of brackets in the spring tournament, so maybe don't pay attention to me for ice plays, because I love my ice plays. So checking over at the retirement fund for Matoya, didn't see much that was impressive. Getting over here to Elfland now with Jar Jar, who's been holding a pretty consistent lead right here. And we've gotten for level 3, Ice 3. Ice 3. I mean, Zap's okay. Ice 3. Luffy, you still there with us? I think we might have lost my commentator. That's okay, I got this right now.
Yeah, Luffy fell off the face of the earth for a minute.
That's okay. We got this covered, Lo. Cure 4 in Viz, Cure 4 seeing that level 4 in a like mage learnable shop for whoever you have. That's not bad, but the black magic there seemed like it was utter garbage, honestly. But a loot.
Yeah. Well, there was Lit 3 at level 4 black magic, and we also have that loot there, and Luffy's back.
There we go. Luffy.
Hi. Looks like my internet threw up on itself for 5 minutes. Sorry.
That's okay. I suddenly noticed it was only my voice I was hearing. I was sitting there going, huh.
Yeah, I'm sitting here talking about, you know, incentive locations, randomized chests, and then I look up and my computer's like, nah, we're not going to do that right now. So,
Very
you know.
salient information that was valuable to all of us, and now we don't have it.
Thank you for filling in, Wout. I appreciate you.
So yeah, we got the loot for 15 grand. That's honestly not a bad price for it, and when you're finally deciding you want to go grind, that's good to have. But I feel a loot early like that at a shop you can easily get to whenever, especially like here where you can get to it from both sides sailing. I'm not concerned about picking that up anytime soon.
No, definitely not. I mean, at Elfland, it's an easy access with any kind of ship, to your point. You can get there real fast with the airship as well. It's an item you're going to need to finish the game, but it is not progression early on right here, so I'd save it for later.
Got life level 6 and Saber. Okay, so level 6 is with life 2 available to a white mage, so I'd probably just go roll a white mage for. I think that's a throwaway. And the tail, which does not help anyone.
This is getting fun. So we got a free tail essentially. We got a loot in the shop. So we're going to ice or we're going to marsh. We're just making them do it now. This is great.
Yeah, we're looking at, do I want, well, with the canoe that's available to me, do I want to go to ordeals? Do I want to go to Ice Cave? And I think that's I'll be honest, that feels like a coin flip to me right now as to which one's going to give you actual progression, and I think we're gonna see, like, what's the term? Splitting the wheat from the chaff here. We're gonna those that decide to go one or the other and make the gamble and have it pay off are gonna be the ones that get ahead on the seed.
Yep, we're gonna see some early divergence here for sure. I'm excited to see what runners are gonna go where, as we got ADR going to Marsh.
Oh,
okay.
Looks like we gotta get a timer going. I will take care of that in just a second. Set that to 850 and press start as soon as it comes up.
Yep, Papa Duck's heading to Ordeal, so there's some big divergence right there. And I think I saw someone in the river system. We got Jar Jar. Okay, he's heading back toward Elfland. All right.
Okay, so we do have a Marsh play. Marsh is incentivized, yes?
Marsh is incentivized, yes.
As I'm sitting here on my potato of a computer restreaming 4 people, I'm not going to look at any of the flags at this point. I'll rely on you for that. But yeah, here. We got one person that's on the river system. I'm hoping going to Ice Cave, and then we have Papa here at an early ordeals without warp, which I do feel is, like, bold, but also if he gets something like the floater, is exactly the right move to make.
Yeah, I agree. So you're seeing the divergence here early. ADR got the chime out of Marsh, so Marsh required, because we're going to need that chime. Again, sort of progression with the northern docks turned on, but probably not the item we were looking for, because it's not going to give us another turn-in. It's not going to have us go to an NPC. It's just access to somewhere that we don't really have the levels for yet.
We don't yet, no, nor the spells, really. Lightning 3 is probably the best one that we have. Fire 3 isn't going to cut it against anything in there except for the wizards, or not wizards, the vampires, which great levels if you can kill them, but ouch. like again, you've got a lot of good stuff for the undead with the harm for the Fire 3, but do you really want to?
Well, whether you want or not might be irrelevant because they might have to.
Yeah. So we have this is a tough choice here. I think the more that we see of the items that come out, the more we're feeling like, Ice Cave is gonna have our actual progression at this point. But We got to see what Ordeals has, and we... Ooh, eye tile right here at Ordeals on a wall.
Ooh, okay. So we're seeing right here that this is not... the tiles were shuffled, but whether they were B-side or not was tri-state. So this is guaranteed that we're going to have A-side tiles here, but that's the best thing you're going to find for that black belt, aside from an Agama, provided that the eye does not have its original script.
The downside is the eye might not have its original script, but it has, like, all the health. That is... That was 6 lightning 2s poured into it, and the thing did not fall over.
Yeah, it's a little on the thick side, and it's good notes for later, but we're not going to sit here just yet.
Well, and the thing, though, is that, like... Well, now, okay, you just got a Sun Sword -2. Yeah, it's a -2, but your Red Mage can equip that, and I almost feel like at that point... Oh, and a Bane Sword. I feel like now you kind of go back, you let Black Mage swing the Bane, you let Red Mage swing the Sun, and you just kind of had the Black Mage, like, throw magic until it runs out and then stand up front and die. I kind of feel like now you might have the gear you need to take on that eye. And I don't want to come back here. Like, this is deep enough, I don't want to come back for that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you got a real point there. They're not going to be getting the levels as quick as they would certainly like to, but, I mean, to your point, maybe they just sit there. I mean, it's not a bad play.
No, and I don't sit here for long. Like, I wouldn't go to, like, 32 or 42 on this, but, like, sit here and go to, I don't know, say, 15, 18, something like that. I can see it.
Yep, and we got a ribbon, too, in one of those 4 chests. So Ordeal's pretty loaded with good stuff right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's great. Like, even if he doesn't get any good item out of here as far as progression is concerned, this was worthwhile just to come here for all the gear you got.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's level 10 right now. He already has... Oh, ambush on that. That was gross. He already has an advantage. Did you get the key item yet? Did you check that treasure chest?
He got the adamant in the 3-pack chest.
Then we're good.
Yeah.
Then we're good. Okay, we're fine.
Yeah.
Cool. Ah, the sweet sound of Poison Touch.
Nice. ADR getting the bad news question mark about the tail.
I know, right? Welcome here to Final Fantasy Randomizer ASMR Corner with the sweet sounds of Poison Touch. So have we seen what was in Ice Cave? Did anyone actually make it there yet? I don't think so.
Nope. No one has gone there yet. So we're going to see what this adamant turns into when Papa goes back to the Dwarf Cave. I'm really hoping for, like, Cube, just because.
Because it's funny.
Because it's funny.
Yeah.
I also just want to see Ice Cave. I like Ice Cave. There's 5 spike tiles there.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of treasure. Lots of death, too, so there's that. But, I mean,
Okay, you got an ice shield. Sell your ice shield from Ordeals. Go buy that loot now and make it just a little easier to get that loot and get your experience in. You're back here. I don't want a triple dip elf.
Yeah. Then I think, let me check the flags here. It is 5% per key item, so you're going to want to get as many as you can as fast as you can.
Yeah. But he doesn't buy it yet. He decides to continue holding off, which is fair. That's fine. He's going to do the walk over to Adamant, or unless he's doing the walk to Marsh Cave.
He might be doing the walk to Marsh Cave to see what he's got there, and then he might walk up to turn in that adamant as well. I mean, it's not the worst play. You got to do these 2 things. I mean,
I think arguably, even though the walk back to Elfland feels longer, I think having to walk all the way up to Dwarf, then walk all the way back down to Elfland without taking the ship is gonna feel longer. It's gonna actually be longer than if you just bought back to the ship from Marsh and then sailed over and parked your canoe at the river system.
Yeah, so he's going to really want to... I mean, you don't want to hope, but you want to see this adamant probably not turn into something that, like, really good, because I think he's probably just banking on resetting out of it if it's something he doesn't want.
Yeah.
Yeah, Because if this is floater, then that's gonna feel like, okay, let me walk again. Bridge boss.
I missed which was at level 5 white for Earthwing. Not that it matters because he has a red mage, he wasn't buying it anyway. But Nuke and Fast at level 5 black.
Fast. That is a good spell you definitely want to see, and level 5's not bad to have it there. You should get enough charges to go through that. Ice Cave, anyone?
So, Ice Cave! Yeah, that's, I think, we're looking at progression now basically being locked in at Ice Cave, bottom 2 floors of Sky, or Waterfall. And of those 3 choices, I'm picking Ice Cave.
Yeah, I'm Team Ice Cave too here in this situation for sure.
Yeah. So look, this is one of those instances where if we'd gotten this in like a qualifiers for spring tournament, you and I would have placed really highly because everyone else is avoiding it. We were like, first turn, going to Ice Cave, level 4 ice, bring it.
Yeah, I mean that canoe. Like whenever I see canoe early, I just think anything in the river system. I think volcano. I think ice cave. It's where my mind goes. So it's
Wout confirming that level 5 white was absolute trash. So nothing to worry about there.
Yeah, I mean lamp for the memes, sure.
Yeah,
that's
I don't even buy it. Whatever. I don't want it cluttering up my inventory, especially when I have it on a red mage. No, thank you. Papa Duck's making the unusual play of actually going south instead of north first. I think treasure-wise it's actually better, but it's also a larger walk, so I think part of the reason why I always just do top is a faster reset, you know?
Yeah, and the chime was in the first chest in the attic too, so...
So he's gonna come down here and do absolutely nothing. See, this is why you always do top first.
Yep.
Now watch, he's gonna find like 2 ribbons and like every other caster gear he can find. I'll be like, well, I'm eating my words. Oh! Scums with Frost.
Yeah, gross.
Yeah, that's... Brain freeze, anyone?
Yeah, well, maybe this has him turn around and go to the attic instead this time if he can't get away.
So,
and heat, too.
Icy hot
sure.
scums, yeah. Well, now I don't think he's walking this out if he has, unless he finds something really good. Because why would you?
Yeah.
Got ADR over at Ordeals. Not sure where Earthwing is yet, and Jar Jar is working his way through Elfland right now and still buying some stuff at level 7. Just so it doesn't look like we're only watching Papa Ducks here. Even though he has... Oh! Now, you know, if you had all your party members up, this would be great. And they're actually squished.
They're not too bad. Yeah, they're less than 118 HP. That's not bad.
Yeah, no, but that's worthwhile to know. That is much more valuable than the eye that we found. Like, it's considering its placement, it's not really that bad to get to, and the second you find, like, a warp at some level, golden. I would take that.
Yeah, that's a quick little walk down. It's going to be faster than going back to Ordeals. It's not the kind of tile you want to see for a black belt grind, but you can two-man that just fine to 32 with the black belt and a black mage. That's fine. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't take it all the way to 32 or 42. I would take that to get to the point where the black belt finally has, like, enough stopping power behind its punch that if you take him over to, like, the desert or something and decide to try and grind for some sandworms, he's going to have the health and the power to actually take them down eventually. Yeah.
ADR seeing the news about the eye as well, pausing for a second, probably going, really?
Yes.
Now?
Now. Yeah, just now. And he doesn't even have a party that's really well set up to actually take this on. The upside of the white mage is you got harm 4 and you got all those life spells. Downside of the white mage is everything else it has.
Yeah, they're great for utility. They're great for healing, but that's about it.
Oh, we got the opal armor. I missed that previously. That's here on the top side of Marsh. That is your Chime vendor trash. Yep. No one has a fighter. I think everyone would have been insane to take a fighter, although, I mean, I could see someone in the pack taking, like, fighter, black mage, and finishing first in this tournament, honestly.
Yeah, just, like, two-manning it the whole way.
Two-manning, like, let both black belts kiss dirt, go fighter, black mage, and just take it all the way through on, like, level 32, you know?
Yep. Finding that early Sun Sword, I mean, that's not impossible.
No, absolutely not. It might be a Sun Sword -2, but you also have the Light Axe +2. You got 2 good pieces of gear right there for that fighter. Plus, we've seen plenty of good AoE magic that a Black Mage can do. It's not the right choice, but I think it could be a fast choice considering how the seed laid out. And this is what we discussed when all the players are doing what everyone else has already done.
Yep, this is live TV, folks. You got to be here for everything.
If only we had the ability to do like a laser pen or something and be like, okay, so you see this here, he comes in.
Looks like ADR is sitting on this eye a little bit. I think he picked up, he's swinging something. I couldn't see what that was.
He might have picked up that Sun Sword.
Yeah, so, okay, sure.
And in fairness, the eye is not really hitting that hard. It's hitting your black belt for 300, or not 30, which that's on a really solid hit. That's not a big deal. He wasn't swinging anything. He was just lucky. Well, now you're swinging a Sun Sword.
Okay, there we go.
And there's a grind for Earthwing. He's like, nope, I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah, it looks like ADR is going to sit here and take a few levels. I wonder where he's going to stop. In the teens, probably maybe like 21. I don't know. How much?
Shoom Bobby in chat was talking about where to do it, what the value of it was like for the levels and considering how many key items. And you can sit here for 3 to 5 minutes and get 21 now in comparison to maybe 2 to 3 minutes for 21 later in the game with the key items. And like the value proposition of having those levels now more than outweighs how long the grind, quote unquote, takes, which isn't even that long a grind. So, yeah. I think I'd agree with that. I think the value proposition is here to just do a grind while you're here.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to come back here, even though it's the eye.
Yep.
You're not going to want to double back to ordeals. He didn't even see the slimes in the basement of Marsh because he went top first, so he doesn't even know they're there.
He did the play I would do. Oh, look, I found Chime. F it, I'm out.
Yep.
Hashtag never Marsh.
Yep. Not unless I have to, and even then I don't want to.
Yeah, no, I will have a party perfectly designed to go for gear. I'll get the key item on the very first chest, top side of Marsh, walk right back out, never come back, don't care what else is down there.
Agreed.
That is the power of hashtag never Marsh. Save myself 5 minutes of trying to dig crap out there, I swear.
Yep, saving 5 minutes of digging for an hour's worth of bad decisions.
Exactly! That's what it feels like when you get stuck in Marsh 2, an hour's worth of bad decisions.
Yep, sure is.
Yep. Yeah, Marsh feels like an all-night bender. Just don't.
Mistakes were made, that's for sure. So, looks like Earthwing is going to sit on this eye as well. Level 15 for Earthwing Angel. Last I saw, ADR was at 14. I think he's probably got to be close to 16 or 17. 16 right now. Okay, perfect. So
as soon as
these two runners are going to sit here. Yep.
As soon as the eye lands a shot on that Black Mage, like the next shot against the Black Mage should kill it, and then he is going to have plenty of experience dumping on the last two players. He'll get to 21 pretty quick at that point, I think.
Yeah, I think he'll get closer to 2,000 a fight. It's going to be nice.
He'll be good. Yeah, math-wise, what's he at right now? Okay, 14. Yeah, I think your math is right. I think probably closer to 2K, maybe 2,200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my co-op partner in chat, Shoom Bobby, confirming 2,100. Thank you for keeping me from doing Twitch math.
And here we go. We're gonna get 2219. I was right. Thank you.
Very good.
So, no, I think that's valuable. I think the one thing I would do is I would want to make sure that my red mage stays alive here. I do not want a one-man out of this. Because what you're going to get is you're going to get like a pack of like Medusas or ambush mummies or something. I do not want to let my red mage die.
Yeah, you want to keep this two-man for the safety. The last thing you want to do, to your point, is, get out of this fight, get up to like 22, 23, feel pretty good, and then get hit with like a trance revolution party on your way out.
Exactly.
That's going to feel real bad.
Yeah, Because you're not a high enough level to avoid the ambushes on your black mage. Your black mage is, or black belt. Your black belt is just not that lucky.
Yep, and we've all been there. We've all taken a grind. We've all thought we were slick, and then we've all lost it on the walkout. It's happened to all of us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was practicing for co-op recently, and I had 2 grinds die on the same walkout. And it's just like, oh, that's a gut punch you don't recover from.
Yeah.
Yep. So I want to point out something that Woat said in chat. Papa Ducks has the cash but skipped out on loot for now. Probably knows it's there, but it's something to keep an eye on, which I appreciate with 2 eye grinds going on the fun, even if it was unintentional. And we do have Papa Ducks here at Ice Cave.
Yep, and then we got Jar Jar taking on the vampire, throwing a few bracks at it. I don't think that's really gonna work. He needs to spam some Fire 3 at that guy.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's undead. I don't think Brack can do it, and he's walking away. Oof, that's a hit for time loss right there.
Yeah. Earth not being incentivized either. I mean, you can light an orb, sure, but
yeah, I think that was what he was trying for, was the cheeky get in there, kill Lich early, don't worry about it, and then you're one up on everyone else. Get whatever edge you can. Yeah. So that's got to feel bad right there, unfortunately.
Yeah, but you know he's a good runner. He can make up that time.
He recover.
Yeah,
recover.
ADR level 19, keeping the 3-man party up for safety. I think we'll see where Earthwing Angel is probably after this next fight.
I think Papa is doing a walking grind right now. He got the ambush on the Frost Giant Frost Wolf pack and is still taking it anyway. Which, I mean, clear out most of the pack early and then you get good turn order. There you go.
Yeah.
Because he didn't do much of a grind there at Ordeal, so he's probably 5 or 6 levels behind everyone else that did some kind of grind. And I think even Jar Jar tried to do a grind on the Frost Dragons because he had Fire 3. So...
Earthwing still hasn't gotten his next level yet. I gotta think he's gotta be close to 20, because we got ADR at 20 right now. ADR started before Earthwing Angel did, so I'm curious how much he caught up with going to 2-man right here.
This is learning experience here. This is, of course, our Duckling showcase right now, our new players. But these are the top of our new players, the ones that practically don't feel like new players anymore. A lesson to be learned, and I think all of us that go through it, and all of us still suffer from it even now when we're in the middle of a grind, is knowing when to walk away. And like when a grind is going and you're not getting a level per fight, excuse me, the grind stops feeling valuable. And here, he's killing 2 or 3 of them and not getting a level. I think it's time to walk away.
Yeah, especially if you're not one-shotting him. Although that black belt, I think now at 21 has come online to 6 hits. So he might be able to one-shot here.
This is my concern, is making sure he can get it. He's 1 to 2 punching them, and he's not in any danger while he's on the tile. He can take this all the way to 32, 42, and he's fine. He will have a light axe if he checks everything here. He will have a ribbon if he wants to put that on. He will have enough stuff that I think he could potentially survive a walkout. The problem is something that we didn't see has a skill we didn't know about, and suddenly he loses this grind that he's basically spent, what, 5 minutes on so far?
Yeah, I think it's been about 7 minutes he's been here. ADR been here closer to like 8 or 9, and he's gotten the level advantage now. He's up to 24. He's one-shotting these eyes now. But it's gonna be an interesting walkout. It's not that far, but it's gonna be interesting.
So I don't think we found... I'm checking. We did. We found in the Frostwolf room. We have the crown at Ice Cave. I missed that. Want to make sure I was caught up on it. So that allows us to know that we have a turn-in to do, and that will probably lead to something that's actually progression.
Yep. I mean, it could be something, I mean, as great as the floater, which we're definitely still looking for, or it could be the Oxyel, and it was in Waterfall all along. So we'll find out in a little bit.
I'm betting it's something good, and I think the odds of it being at this point the floater so that we can get more progression going is probably high.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to have to be floater or oxyale or cube at this point, basically, for us to actually have anything to do at this point afterwards.
It could also be key. We do have Canaria locked incentivized, but
yes, thank you.
We'll see. Question in chat from Kingston Beer. Who is ahead? Interesting question. Interesting question.
Hard to know.
Yeah.
It depends what you count.
Yeah.
So, and Luffy, I'll let you chime in on this in a sec.
Sure.
Like, Papa Dux has the crown, which I think we both feel is going to be progression. Although he does lack the loot, he knows where it is. But he has a severe level disadvantage in comparison to ADR and Earthwing. So,
yeah.
I don't think anyone's really in the loop.
Yeah, Papa Dux has the quote-unquote exploration lead right now. Jar Jar as well, doing lots of checks. Did find a massive +2 in Volcano Armory. Thank you, Woot, our tracker. But the level advantage right now goes to ADR and Earthwing Angel, and Earthwing Angel especially, because he's about to crest 30 on that black belt, so, levels trump all in this game. The quicker you get your levels, the faster you can blitz through the game. But we'll see.
I will say, I feel like in any level other than Volcano, because you're taking such a hit to your health from the lava tiles, in any other level, having a Masamune on your black belt nullifies much of the level advantage that everyone else has.
Yeah, especially a massive +2.
Yeah. The one downside is if you get into a fight here off of a lava tile and you only have 15 health, all the Masamunes in the world aren't going to save you.
No, that's not going to be enough.
No.
Jar Jar, again, looking like he's prioritizing lighting orbs and checking boxes.
And with the Masamune he has and the spells he has, I think he has a good shot at taking out Carrie. Not checking every treasure chest while he's here, which I don't hate. I mean, you got the Masamune for a black belt. How much more do you really need besides maybe another ribbon,
Yeah, I don't know if he picked up the ribbon in Ordeals yet. I don't think he's been there.
Yep.
He'll definitely be looking for a ribbon, as we have a side fire tile in Agama Floor. That's how very vanilla of you.
Yeah, is this even randomized?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Earthwing's still going on this. This is a make or break for him, basically. He has to hope that the seed absolutely favors this play.
Yep, and ADR got his levels and got out, and is now buying gold bracelets and pro rings for everyone.
I mean, when in Rome, buy gold or something, right?
Yeah,
that's the saying. Do as the Romans do, and all the Romans are wearing gold bracelets. It makes sense if you think about it, okay?
Yeah, I'm with you. And Earthwing Angel, I was going to ask where he was. He's not even going to stop. He's going right to 42. He's at 34 right now. He's going to just take it the whole way.
He's just doing it the whole way, and then praying he doesn't die. Papa Dux gets the ruby from Crown, which may not be bad. We don't know what Sarda has.
Yeah, it's fine. It's proximity right here. He's going to be able to turn it in real quick. He's going to go see what Grandpa has in his closet.
I think this encourages two things for him. One, of course, checking Sarda. And while you're there, check what Titan's has locked in his pantry. But two, you're in the area, you haven't made much progression on anything, but you got the rod, and you've been everywhere except for, sky and sea proximity. Just go kill fish. Get it out of the way. Don't come back here.
Yeah. I mean, you'd like to come back there with a higher level black belt where other enemies are doing the running for you.
Yeah.
But, I mean, just get it done. Alright, so we have our first Fiend pull on screen. Jar Jar pulling carry.
Got the Vasta. Lost the Black Mage, or White Mage, soon? 6 hits for 268. Oh, and carry is... Carry. Not enough damage there. Carry's gonna wipe that party like dominoes. And that's another loss to a Fiend dungeon there for Jar Jar.
Yeah, that...
he's going back in. No, okay.
He's
good.
He's going to go back.
Good.
Okay, no. I thought he would go back for that Massa, but I guess not.
No, he walked that Massa out and saved it.
Oh, he did? Okay,
yeah.
Good.
I saw him do that. We got chat making some really awful Saved by the Bell puns. I appreciate all that you're doing. Calling Carrie Kelly and calling her Kelly Kapowski. I like it because she punched hard.
Yep.
Or Earthwing is up. Shoot, Bobby's in chat. I don't know why I'm saying he's playing right now. Earthwing getting 1,000 damage on some of these hits right now, and oh god, Seed, Luffy, you gave us a glorious one here. You have no choice but to go to Sky or Sea at this point.
Yep. I mean, or Waterfall. It could have been the robot all along.
Sea proximity.
Yeah, but I mean, you know what? It's graduation week, folks. You can't make it easy on them.
No, and knowing Papa, my feelings on the matter, I think you go to the sea area, you got Brack, you're just like, nope, this is what the Seed wants from me. I'm gonna go do Waterfall, and then I'm gonna go do Sea, and I'm gonna go try and cheekily kill Kraken, after I'm in the proximity and I kill Rich.
Yeah, it's the better play right now as well. You got 2 item locations with the Waterfall and with Sea Shrine being incentivized. Prioritizing that over the first 2 floors of Mirage, I think, is the right play. But Papa doing that proximity you were talking about, though, gonna go punch Lich in the face and call it a day.
So I'm gonna make an evil prediction. Evil. I'm just putting it right now. So we're gonna get Bottle from Waterfall. We're gonna get Cube from Sea Palace, and then in the first 2 floors of Sky is gonna be our floater, so we didn't even need to go to Sea to begin with.
Why not? I'm on board. It's gonna be. Yep.
Let's go see. So those of them that wanted the proximity play or the Sky play because they had Chime, that's gonna be the case. Guardian Marcus in chat letting us know that Earthwing skipped the ribbon. As soon as they got the adamant, they decided not to pick up anything else, but, I mean, they have a 42 black belt. They are the ribbon.
Yeah, it's gonna... Well, he doesn't have... Does he have access to life with that red mage? I mean, I guess it really does.
I don't think he does. Life 2 was white mage locked. Life was at level 6, and I don't think the red mage gets much of anything at level 6.
Nah, I think they get slot 1, if anything. Definitely not slot 4. All right, you know what? It's not going to really matter then. To your point, the black belt is the ribbon.
He is the ribbon. Yeah. So, and I mean, if 42 black belt falls to Bane, then he was going to fall to Bane whether you had the ribbon on him or not. So, yeah. These are punch-through strats. And I want to note, Earthwing is at Ordeal, or at Ocean Palace. He went there after he went there after doing Ordeals. He does not have the bottle of alcohol from Sardis' closet, though. His moonshine kit in the back. But he is going to probably at least do Waterfall while he's here.
So, Woat, our tracker, pointing out that red mages do get levels or slots 2, 3, and 4 for level 6 white magic. So the red wizard would get access to life, if that's a thing they want.
But you have to class change for that.
Yeah, you do have to class change. Also, interesting point from chat as well, talking about the MDEF for the black belt here by Burt Reynolds. This is 3/4 MDEF for the black belt and master. So that black belt, while it is level 42, does not have the normal MDEF it would have.
He's lacking that extra 4th point per level.
Yeah, which I saw in a practice the other day. Well, not practice. I saw that on Friday, actually, in the co-op play-in race. Pretty good, as my level 42 black belt was rubbed and was also Bane. So
it does make a difference. Okay. But here's the thing. At this point, I kind of doubt that Earthwing Angel class changes, honestly. He's the only one that's in a position that would matter for him. I doubt he does. Even if we get, the floater.
Yeah, well, we just did, as the robot had the floater the whole time. Yep.
I tried for you, chat. I tried to give us something evil. That's the commentator blessing by giving them a bad one, and then they don't get it. So.
All right, Jar Jar picking up his crown in Ice Cave.
But to the point, they've had Canal, Canoe, and Ship since the first 3 minutes of this scene.
Yeah.
They could have been in the air within 10 minutes.
Yep.
Not that
and you gotta
anyone's
wonder.
gonna make that play, except apparently Bert in chat. But they could have been. It's a possibility.
Yeah, it could have been.
been.
The only person that would have made that play is probably our current reigning Duckling Supreme, Deadpulse, because he is ordeals over everyone else. So he would have been in the area. I think he might have checked it.
Yeah. And I mean, our play to Ice Cave, while necessary in the long run, because you need that Oxyale, actually not even necessary, because it was a crown to Ruby, and then you get Floater that takes you from a waterfall that takes you to Sarda by airship instead of ship. Yeah, Ice Cave was a complete bust.
Yeah, that, you know what, we got to see it, and that made me happy.
I was glad for it. Jar Jar coming out of Ice Cave has gotten his crown. Trying to see where everyone is at right now so we know what is going on. But yeah, with the floater in hand, I feel like Earthwing has a bit of an advantage. Plus, of course, the 42 Black Belt. He may be a crystal down right now, but the crystal that was taken out was Papa with the Lich Kill, which... So,
yep.
I kind of feel like Earthwing has a definite advantage right now.
I do too. I'm really interested to see what happens once Papa runs onto this eye tile when he gets through ordeals. He's got plenty of key items here. He also has the Oxyale to go proximity over to Onrak when he's done with this dungeon. I want to see what Papa does. He's level 17 too, so he's not going to have to take levels for as long as these other few runners have.
Okay, so if the Red Wizard, if they can learn the bottom 3 of level 6 white, then that life is definitely there for them. Papa coming in, gonna get his item for more deals, which is the Adamant, which I actually don't think we've seen anyone turn in. Oh, Papa's back to do more grinding. Did we see what the Adamant became?
I'm checking right now. We did. I can't remember what that was. It was a slab, so it's floater locked.
Right, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So, again, not useful until you're Earthwing Angel and have the floater in hand. So. And they are in the air, and they are happy campers, I'm sure. So they are currently our runner to watch until someone else decides to follow in that footstep. ADR also made the floater play. I missed that, but he is now in the air. And with the smaller grind, but still a grind that he did, I feel like he is definitely going to be nipping at Earthwing's tail right now.
Yep.
And he looks like he's going over to Grandpa's Moonshine still.
Gonna be able to do this free without the rupee.
Yep. So he gets at the Oxyale, gonna put hair on your chest, and good to go.
Feels a little bad not having that before you had gone to Onrak Continent, but with the floater now, less bad feels. It's fine.
And ADR did, as far as I remember, clear out all of ordeals, so he has a ribbon that Earthwing does not, which does give him an advantage as far as magic defense is concerned.
Agreed. And Papa, there you go. He moved the black belt down. I was wondering if he wanted to just grab a few levels on his other 2 mages, but he didn't have them up in the first few slots, so this is better.
See, and ADR and Jar Jar have bought their loot. Earthwing was in Elfland. Don't know if they did, though, but they are doing the slab translation now, and they will be able to go turn that in because they are up in the air.
ADR class changing as well. I think he may have remembered the 3 and 4 MDef for the black belt and the master.
Well, he's now good whenever he wants to finish off his grind. That is one of those flags we don't play with very often. If you're used to Final Fantasy NES, You may not realize, but I mean, unless you pay attention closely to the stat, the black belt only gets 1 point of, or gets 4 points of MDef per level, but the master, the class changed version of the black belt, only gets 1. So you're better off keeping a black belt in the vanilla game, unclass changed, as long as you can, so you get better MDef and can resist spells better. Because for some reason, the game just does that. It's a bug. It's a feature, not a bug. We have an option to turn it such you get 3 points for the black belt and 4 for the master, and that is, despite these being based on our pod flags for the spring tournament, that is currently on, and is a bit of a womp if you're not paying attention to it.
And it can get you if they're not, if they're unlucky. We'll see if it comes to affect any of these runners. But I think it was smart to class change for ADR. Whatever he finishes off here with levels, he's going to get that extra MDef, which is going to be real nice. And he's at 24, so it's going to definitely make a difference.
Well, trying to remind us that you couldn't even see MDef in the vanilla game. Who plays vanilla anymore? I mean, I couldn't even go back to that game if I wanted to.
No. Have you played the recent, the Pixel Remaster, though? That was pretty good.
I have a team I need to play it. I haven't actually played it yet. I hear the chaos is atrocious.
Yeah, have fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. Good time though.
Earthling Angel passed the Lich or the wit of the vampire, the something, the thing that's in the middle of Earth Cave. Whatever.
There was something in the middle of Earth Cave?
Not anymore. There isn't. Smashes the stone slab that's been there for 3,000 years. Was a rare artifact protected by the National Treasury here. Hits it with his golf club, breaks it in two. It's now valueless, and he gets to go down to Earth 4.
Earth 4, also known as the Earth Cave Armory, to some of us, has the most chests out of any floor in the Earth Cave that we're not going to look at.
Nope. Don't care. Not a problem. Jar Jar now having their eye also here in Ordeals, and they are also looking at doing the eye grind. You'll note that their eye is gray and blue, not gray and purple, because they have fun colors on, I believe.
Yes, I believe that is correct.
Pamaduk's down to 2 characters. He's definitely going to be doing his grind. Trying to kill the red mage now. The eye is not doing a very good job of it, though. And
he's trying to offer him a piece of cloth, saying, "Please, sir, take me out."
It's like hurting a bull, and the eye just did not want to be hurted. But yeah, Jar Jar being the only one here with an actual Mazamoon, gonna make this grind a lot easier in the early going. He's just one-killing that eye over and over again. Downside is, it's also making it harder for that eye to actually kill off his blood mages. So...
yeah.
Now he's starting to show off his gear.
Might not want to show off that Zeus gauntlet, though. That's going to throw lightning too at that eye.
Yeah, he needs to put like the silver helm or something on that white mage so he can show something else off instead.
Yeah.
So far, I not being agreeable, not killing off the people you want.
Earthwing Angel picking up his loot, so we have not seen a key yet. So we are let's see, he's got Chime, he's got Oxiel, we need Cube, and we need Key for Go Mode for our runners, and we have not seen either. So either the bottle or the slab should be turning into one of those items, probably.
Yeah. And we haven't seen him go down back south after getting, or north, I guess, technically, after getting his floater in the air, because he's decided to do proximity plays. He did the slab translation, but then he went to Lich, and now he's doing carry, and skipping everything, so he's not going to see any of the ribbons, he's not going to see that Mazamoon. He is 42 punch, and way to go.
Yep. Brought up the other black belt. Sure, why not? I mean, it'll take a hit for something.
Yeah, it's just meat shield.
Yeah.
man, I don't think they're gonna last long. Yep, there they are.
Yep.
Goodbye, and the black belt to boot. Well, we're gonna be down to just a one black mage to boot. Down to one black belt in just a little bit.
Yeah, it'll be fine. That's all you're gonna need against Carrie.
I haven't seen what ADR's actually found out of water yet. Don't know if he found the actual key item. I'm checking the tracking right now, and does not look like it. Also, doesn't look like anything valuable has been found in sea yet.
Nope, just the ribbon and ordeals and the massive volcano so far.
Yep, Wotan, our tracker in chat, confirming. Woke doing great notes behind the scenes, making it sound like we're professional, and then I screwed that up. So. IFAX, everyone. IFAX. That's what we're looking for right now.
It was so fast for Earthwing Angel, I legit thought he reset out of volcano all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah,
but he has the orblet. Yeah, it was just that fast.
We'll see Carrie again next Tuesday. Because she's been punched there. Yeah. So ADR didn't find anything worthwhile in C, but he has his black belt squad, and he's just gonna take them up to Kraken and just do the thing.
Yep.
Just do the thing.
Punching Waters on the way. He's taking the trash fights on the way. He's going to be gaining some levels as he walks here. This is fine. I think that was a pretty smart play, actually, getting to, like, early 20s and then class changing and then getting the rest of your levels on a walking grind throughout the other dungeons you're going to have to do. I think that was a smart play by him, especially with the way the Master gets their MDef.
Yeah. And yeah, as Woke says in chat, and this is basically my point, he's doing Kraken side first. He'll come back for the rest of the Treasure's Mermaid side after.
Gross lobsters with the hot sauce tonight, throwing cremate at our runners.
It's delicious, though.
Yeah.
Little ghost pepper sauce.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. Gotta get me a spicy chicken tomorrow while I'm out doing errands.
Ooh, nice. Spicy from where? Chick-fil-A? Popeyes? Something local?
I don't go to Chick-fil-A. Popeyes.
Nice.
Yeah. It's not just politics. I've had their food before. I am not a fan of Chick-fil-A. Like, what you can tune in and listen to Thunder and his commentary on pizzas. I think we need to have spicy chicken talk right here.
I like it. You know, a spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes superior to any spicy chicken sandwich from anywhere else that I've had. So I'm 100% on board with that.
Yeah, I have been checking various spicy chicken places and writing articles about them for my website, which I won't promote here. But I've done 6 or 7 spicy sandwiches so far, and nothing has been able to topple the king. Popeyes is, and that's not Burger King. Popeyes is just so good. Unpaid endorsement right there. I'm just letting you know.
We got a Kraken fight going on here for ADR. Throw out a punch. Some ruse on the White Mage. White Mage down to 22 HP. That's gonna hurt.
We got chat talking about spicy chicken swells. So we got spicy calamari going on over here with the Kraken fight. Some discussion about whether the Wendy's sandwich is better. I like the Wendy's spicy chicken. I'm not saying it's bad. Just, I like Popeyes is better.
Ooh, ADR running into some problems here.
Oh, that's really bad.
Yeah, White Mage only up. He does not have Massa on that White Mage, I don't think.
Doesn't have Massa, I don't think.
He's throwing Iron Hammers at Kraken.
I did not see what took out the black belt. Was it just a punch?
It was a punch, yeah. It was wasn't quite 16 hits from Kraken 2, but it was enough hits to do enough damage.
Yeah, well, it sucks he doesn't have Kraken down yet, and he lost some of the levels he was getting on the way. That hurts more than anything, I think. At the same time, he had not found the key item yet, so it does allow him to just come over here and do mermaids now.
Yeah, so hopefully the key item is in mermaids. We do have that, Galaxy Brain worst case scenario of the key item being locked behind TFC. It is possible. Sea Snakes with Glare too, putting the black belt to stone.
Papa Duck's getting his floater. Gonna put him in the air. Now we could have Key here, Key being at Cube. Not Cube. I'm sorry. Mirage. So many words.
Mirage.
My brain
Mirage.
not function. Key being at Mirage, first 2 floors leading to a quest chain that eventually leads to, or something that leads to a quest chain that leads to Key, that then forces you right back here to TFC to get whatever else you needed to get Cube to finish the game.
And while I was with you and hoping that would happen, he found the Urban Mermaid so boring.
This is why I don't predict things.
Yeah, just because we're going for worst case scenario on these runners with the party we gave them, the seed is not complying.
It's not non-compliant, yeah.
Yeah.
So what we know is now is that TFC is going to have 3 ribbons, white shirt, black shirt, 2 extra Mazamoons, and a katana just waiting in there, and no one's ever going to see it.
Yeah, it sounds about right, because we're never even going to see anything but that first chest before the Stairway to Mermaids.
Yep. Unless you like checking treasures, and some of them might do that. But now, is ADR actually checking more chests here? What's going on? He's just taking a different route. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's fine. Jar Jar's done killing his highs. I don't know how high he went.
He got that ribbon, though, that some of our that Earthwing Angel did not get.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see. I feel like right now, especially when there are 2 crystals up and Papa only has 1, I feel like right now this is Earthwing's race to lose. He's got the levels, he's got the key item advantage, he's got the orbs. It's going to come down to how lucky that black belt is once they get into Topher.
Yep. Alright. Going Kraken side first, which is the play, honestly, with randomized treasures in the dungeon, it's the right play every time you go Kraken first.
We just know it's not going to lead to what they're looking for just yet. Yeah. Not to spoil anything right now, but of our list of 20 people playing, none of them have as yet forfeited, so good on all of them.
Yeah, and Papa Ducks got stun locked by lobsters and sea snakes and took a wipe as well.
This is not a fun sea shrine.
No.
Honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if Earthwing has problems with it. This is just not a fun sea shrine. Level 43 for his punch machine. He's just a punch machine.
Yeah, Black Belt go punch.
As our admin Fizzlebeef likes to say. Just 2 admins in a booth talking about an admin.
Yeah. As
admin.
we get the bottle turn in from the herbs, so...
Good thing we have the airship.
Yeah, let's see what herb to bottle to fairy turns into, and if Sea Shrine was required at all.
Now, if you had done Crown to Ruby, taken the Ruby over to Sarda, gotten the Oxyale, come over here, got the herb, sailed back to Earth, Elfland, and got the bottle from that, that would feel really bad.
Yeah. That would have felt real bad.
Real bad.
So, let's see. We're still looking for a few key items here to finish out the seed. We need key, we need cube.
Yep.
So let's see if the fairy was hanging on to something that we needed. Otherwise, your Galaxy Brain play of first 2 floors of Mirage is looking like it might be a piece of something needed.
Cube, there it is. Okay, so key is somewhere in all 5 floors of Sky. Upside is, have access to all 5 floors of Sky. Downside is you now have to go check all 5 floors of Sky. Unless Lufane here has the key.
Yep. So we're going to see that as well with Papa having translated the slab already as Jar Jar picks up his slab from the adamant.
Yeah, this is the first we're seeing of this check for Lufane. So if it is at Lufane, and we don't have to check anything at Sky or at Canaria, then that means that it's just going to be gear at the last 2 locations, or like gear to turn-ins.
Yeah, let's see. I'm going to check the flags real quick and see what we had incentivized for gear. Vorpal not useful at all in this party. Power Gauntlet would be useful, especially I don't think we've seen Temper yet, have we? I'm looking at the... No, no Temper yet that I can see. So Temper is level 8. Gross.
Ouch.
Yeah, so Power Bonk, not going to be necessary, but it's going to be peace of mind. Okay, there's key.
But the question now is, how worth it is it to check it? Because you know there are going to be people that want to skip it, and it's your call whether or not you actually absolutely need it.
Level 42 Black Belt with Fast makes Temper pretty much irrelevant. Yeah. A luxury. Luxury is more the right word than irrelevant.
You don't hate to have it, you don't need it.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But that is go mode for ADR either way, so...
Yep. He can finish this out. He does not have to check anything else. He probably won't check much of anything else. Would be surprised with his black belt doing black belt things if he bothers doing much in the way of checks in Sky Palace at all.
Yeah. He might check some of the free chests on like Sky 3 Greed. I could see him checking First Floor Mirage just to see what's there. But probably won't even do that. He might check 4 boxes, if that, in Sky.
So Matthias in chat asking about Temper and why it didn't do anything in the NES version. That was a bug. It was meant to do something, it did not. There were a lot of spells in the game that either didn't do what they were intended, like Lock is supposed to make the enemies easier to hit, actually made them harder to hit, or just didn't work at all, like Exfer and Temper and Saber and so forth. All of that has been fixed in the randomizer. The randomizer basically runs the quote-unquote intended version of the game as its base. So if you go to the website and we have a flag set called Improved Vanilla, basically what that does is just takes the vanilla game and fixes everything. And that's all it does. That's the base game, and then you can start doing all the fun stuff we have as well.
And I will throw the link to the Discord in the chat here for anybody that has not joined our Discord and has joined us tonight to watch these runners put on a great show on Duck Derby Week 4. We are crowning a champion one way or the other tonight. Come join us in the Discord. It's a fun time. You can come learn this game that we love so much that's 30 years old all over again and play some fun flags with us. It's a good time. I
apologize, my microphone just spazzed for a second there. Sorry for whatever you just heard static-wise. If you are watching this on YouTube after the fact and you want to find out more about the randomizer and join the Discord and everything else, please go to FinalFantasyRandomizer.com. My AM radio voice.
My mama always said I had a voice and face for radio.
Smooth and ugly.
So, question in chat from Renlore. I don't want to butcher your name. I'm sorry if I did. What is the hope that run into a war mech? There is always a hope we run into a war mech for 2 reasons. 1, levels. And 2, war mech will give you a pretty decent idea on what Temple of Fiends has to offer.
Yes. And government healthcare in chat. That's a great. Trying to follow a four-person randomizer when you don't know the game at all. If you're interested in learning the randomizer, this is our new player tournament right now. After we just did our new player training session, the Duckling Bootcamp, that led here to our Duckling Derby. We will have another one of these coming up in winter. Probably January-ish. So now is a great time to join and see all that the randomizer has on offer. You can take the next 5-ish months and listen to our pros and practice with them, go through the various Duckling flag sets that we have archived on our website. The resources section of FinalFantasyRandomizer.com actually has flag sets for the last couple of years on there that you can learn with, practice with. Go to our YouTube, watch the videos, learn the training, see everything that we've taught our Ducklings to do, and then come January, you'll be ready to roll for this randomizer.
Yep, that's right. We have the Duckling Boot Camp, 8 weeks of training for these ducks. The ducks is the new name we call affectionately our newer players,
Yep.
getting their feet wet playing the game. And then a 4-week gauntlet called the Duck Derby to crown a champion. So 12 weeks of duck doing duck things as ADR proving me wrong, checking the first floor of Mirage, finding the incentive Vorpal
Nice.
+2.
Well,
Nice.
I mean,
You throw that on that red wizard.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna check, at least you found it in the first floor.
Yeah, and he found the item in here and doesn't have to check any more boxes if he wants. So that tells me ADR was trying to dig out the power bonk.
So that also leaves TNT to Crystal or vice versa to Power Bomb.
Yep. Woat, our
that's-
tracker, just threw that in chat. Woat on
Yeah.
top of things. And
Yeah,
Dark
and
Moon
that's-
also on top of things.
That feels like a quest chain that's too long to follow. I'm just gonna skip it.
I mean, yes and no. They're all right next to each other, and with the airship, you're talking what? 45 seconds with fanfare to turn them all in? That's pretty quick.
I need every second I can get.
Yeah, me too. You're right. I like to think I'm good at this game, but I'm only as good as I like to think I am.
I think we should form a fall league team, the Badmins.
I like it. Alright, so Papa digging mermaids, getting his herb, which we know is required at the end of the day here. And ADR blazing his way through the rest of Sky.
So Papa has the item. Papa's walking it out.
Mhm.
Has already done his water, killed Kraken, which I missed. So that puts him 2 on the board. Earthling's getting his key. Only has to worry about Sky at this point because they're in go as well. Yeah, ADR has no crystals.
No, he's going to show us what may or may not be the legendary reverse boss order for Final Fantasy as well. Going Sky, and then probably going to try to hit Kraken, and then Carry, and then Lich maybe.
If you're wondering why you don't see reverse boss order runs of Final Fantasy 1 for the NES, it's because you can't do them.
Yeah, it is technically, not technically, what's the word I'm looking for? Completely impossible to do that. Yeah.
You're well, one, you can't kill Chaos first because then the game ends. But even if you could get, like, you'd have to glitch the game to get to Chaos. But the game actually has a chain of events that you have to do that requires you to kill Lich before you're allowed to progress much further in the game. So, shoot Bobby in chat. Not with that attitude, you can't. Okay, you're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah. The vanilla game actually did some real, just like nasty things to people that played it. You have to go into Earth Cave to get the vampire dead, and then you can't go any farther. You got to leave Earth Cave, walk out, by the way, because you do not have access to warp or exit at that point, to go and turn in to get the rod, to go back into Earth Cave. It was just...
Yeah, it's punishing. The randomizer
thinking
is much
about
nicer.
that now, it's so much more friendly to what our devs have done. Shout out to our devs, by the way, for all the amazing flags that they keep coming up with, and just the randomizer has changed in the last year I've been here by just leaps and bounds. It's fantastic what our devs do.
And also shout outs to ADR for killing Tiamat at the time it took for us to explain that.
Yep.
Papa Duck's got his airship in the air and has decided just to go and kill Carrie because he's right here. I respect that move.
Mm-hmm.
Earthwing, by the way, is on his way to Tiamat, going to try and get his 4th one down so he can just go straight to Chaos and kill the fiends.
Mm-hmm.
So
Earthling Angel also at some point promoted. I did not see that.
Yeah, Papa I saw promote, well, or not from Papa. Yeah, Earthwing promoted while they were in the area after his black belt, I think, reached level 44. So not going to get a lot of MDEF bonus out of that. Want to point out, Gambling Poet completed a D-solo of the FF1 Pixel Remaster, and that is a challenge I never want to do.
That is a challenge that somebody I know, though, that would take that on.
Will Bloodworth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was doing it already the other day, too. He was already doing it.
I have heard it is that it would try to do something that would be just absolutely evil.
I want to know what that is like right now, running the Pixel Remaster, because preemptive strikes do not give you a guaranteed run. So, that sounds like it would take a while.
It sounds to me like the Pixel Remasters are going to have a lot of rebalancing.
Yeah, it's a little buggy. It's real fun. It's real fun, but it's a little buggy right now.
So knowing that we have people coming in to their 4th orbs at this point, we are going to start probably seeing within the next 10 minutes our players beginning to finish. This is... Like, Earthwing Angel is on really solid pace. This is probably a... Not sub 120 for most players, but I can see a good chunk of our players going sub 130, sub 140.
Yep.
Depending upon the order they did everything in.
Yeah. Earthwing gonna just top off on heal potions here, maybe purchase something. What are you gonna get?
Not life 2. Not with that party.
No, slot 2 is locked. You go away, sir. That is not for you. All right, we're just gonna go. So call it 1 hour, 12 minutes and change. Earthwing Angel, our first runner on stream, into Temple of Fiends Revisited.
So bear in mind that Earthwing Angel has no gear. He is gearless on those black belts. So ribbons, not a thing. MDEF, not as good as it could be. If he comes up against a instant kill stopper on one of these bosses, that could spell the end of this run for him. And I don't know how he recovers.
Yeah, I mean, that's... We're going to see. Temple of Fiends Revisited with a black belt, level 42, or a master, level 42, what have you. You're looking at an average of about 6 to 7 minutes here.
Yep.
So we're going to know pretty quick, one way or another.
Yep. And I hope he didn't want that black belt alive. Oh, well, he did, because he reset. But those bad men decided to target it and just kill that second black belt. They're like, no, you do not get a meat shield.
Probably my second or third worst encounter to see in Temple of Fiends Revisited is that 9-pack of bad men. They're just they just punch really hard.
Papa Duck's getting his key. He is going to be well prepared to go do Sky and not check anything else, and we should see him get his orb lit in the next 2 to 3 minutes. So if his pace holds, 2 to 3 minutes there, plus another 6 to 7, I would expect him to finish maybe around the 123 mark if he doesn't run into any problems. And he has not even class changed. So he is kind of in a similar boat to Earthwing Angel. Hope and a prayer.
Yep. And he's 2-man strats right now. Well, 1-man strats, as these RN Kylos are gonna... Oh, he got run. Okay.
Those R ranks are kind of rank.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Accurate.
And Earthwing onto the Lich floor, runs into a 7-pack of Gurmaduses and runs away.
He is getting a lot of packs that are slowing him down right now.
Yep.
Couple resets early to avoid some packs, and then just a bit of a struggle making it through here right now.
Just completely disrespecting Lich as well. Just going right on there, not healing at all.
Oh, God.
I like it.
I mean, that was just a casual, 1800 for 20 hits.
No big deal.
Yeah. Lich, who, even at the scaling we have right now, can have no more than, 600 health. He was only killed 3 times there.
Yeah. He killed, splattered, and dusted.
Yeah, that was He decided he wanted to grind Lich to dust.
Ooh, Agamas with Thunder gets away. That could have been gross.
Nah, very.
Yeah.
Got ADR taking on his first Lich. And Jar Jar's... I feel bad for Jar Jar. Jar Jar is trying to kill any fiend he can, and so far, like, he hasn't had a lot of luck.
I do feel like this one will be a little bit different, though, with levels on the black belt.
Except I think his lead black belt just took a massive punch to the face.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Yeah, Cure 4. Please Cure 4. Please Cure 4.
Carry down. Carry down for Earthwing Angel all the way on the Lich floor. And we were talking about the MDef maybe coming into play. MDef's not going to matter if you just punch and things and they can't hit back.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No. No need to worry about that. But you got 3 more fiends to worry about, and Chaos does not tend to fall down to a single punch. Punch on Kraken, 947. Follow-up, 44 hits for 42. Got the fast out afterwards. Kraken fasts. Ooh, it is E-Honda versus E-Honda here for the fate of the galaxy. Fire 3 is not good. Well, that's just that.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's sashimi right there. That's what that is.
Calamari, anybody?
Served on a nice bed of rice. Delicious. Yeah. Papa Duck's just lit his 4th orb. ADR killed Lich before we even had a chance to recognize it happened. He's halfway down to carry now. Jar Jar did get the water orb lit. I missed that. Excellent. Good for him.
He did. He's checking TFC floor. He's looking for the item.
Yep.
Alright. Fast goes off for Earthwing Angel. 20 hits. Not down for Tia. Tia punches down the right black belt master.
Okay.
Another punch. 20 hits, 1100 damage. Down goes Tia.
Yep. So, if Earthwing is going to be the first on stream at the very minimum to get through this, they are going to need to get through a chaos that we do not know anything about just yet. And this is the moment of serious time here, where we bust out our golf balls and pay attention to what Chaos may have. He lines up on the green.
Shifts his party around. Red Mage in slot 1.
I see he's going with the Black Belt 42 iron.
Alright, we got Fast going out. Lock 2.
That's a wipe. That was instant.
Yeah, okay. This is getting interesting now. Papa has taken the lead as he is going through the loot plate floor right now.
Yeah, that was exactly what we were talking about right there. Was the fear that Chaos was going to have an instant death spell, because that's not a 3 and 256 there. That's not a random chance that happened. That is because he doesn't have the MDef.
Yep. That is about 16%, I think, or so to hit with that kind of level of MDef, but it is it's a chance you're not going to want to take. And Earthwing running to the Badman again, resets again.
Yep. So all of you that were sitting there going, does the ribbon matter? The ribbon mattered in this instance. His black belt would have been much better off with a gold bracelet and a ribbon at that point.
Yep.
And we knew where gold bracelets were, so the fact that he didn't look for a ribbon at all when he walked right past one was a deciding factor here.
Yep. So Papa Ducks takes the lead.
Bert mentioning something very important. Black belt wasn't wearing that ribbon anyway.
Oh, wow. Okay.
See, we came in after they made their parties, so we didn't notice that. But Woke did track that for us, so if we didn't pay attention. So wow, that just sucks.
Well, that's egg on my face for an hour and 20 minutes of talking nonsense.
Well, no, but your key point there was very valid. Not class changing before you did your full grind.
Yeah, I mean, I had one nugget of goodness in the last hour.
We'll let you have that. Was it a spicy nugget? Because those are also delicious.
Spicy chicken nuggets.
Oh,
Absolutely. Are we back on Chicken Talk again while our
yes.
runners are doing the Temple of Fiends thing?
Again, not promoting for any particular restaurant, but I do hear that Popeyes is going to have chicken nuggets soon, and I'm salivating at the prospect.
Oh God, I do love me a good chicken nugget.
Heck yeah! If Popeyes puts out a spicy chicken nugget to go with, oh my God, I don't know if I'm gonna survive to like 45. Like I might just die.
Oh my God!
It's pure grease through my veins.
Yeah, just inject it in and just let me just enjoy life for the next 15 minutes. Just give it to me, yes.
Okay, Wote's telling us that Jar Jar may have missed the herb. Herb was over at the Sea Shrine. If he did not get it, then that's a big problem right there.
I saw him. He was on TFC floor. So I got to assume he went to Mermaids, unless he took a wipe, maybe.
So Popeyes, I got that on the brain. Papa Ducks and Earthwing Angel are both on the same floor right now. That is, they're basically one boss separated at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he reset out from Mermaids. Oh, that hurts.
Oh, yeah.
Good catch on that, Wote. That might put him very far behind.
Yeah. Yeah, we do know that herb is hard required to finish as well.
It is. Yeah, we got basically all the disposable stuff out of the way on the Circle C. Everything you got outside of there, wow, that Kraken had no chance. Everything you got outside of there was basically, like, absolutely essential. In fact, I think about the only disposable thing they had was that ice cave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is interesting here. So, if Chaos is going to throw out a turn 1 crack every time, this could get very interesting for
dicey.
Our runners.
Yeah, very dicey.
Because I mean, there's an 84-ish% chance that it doesn't hit, but as we just saw from Earthwing Angel, there's a 16% chance that, you know what, you're going to take that right to the face and it's going to just ruin your run.
So let's see what's happening here. Once again, we're approaching green here on this 18th hole as Papadux lines up with his 42 iron against Chaos. Crack comes out. Crack does not take the black belt out. We got a nuke here. Now we've got ourselves a fight.
Okay. Did not get a fast off, but he's got the black belt standing.
Yeah, and the black belts aren't, like, there's no evade, no real absorb from this Chaos. He's already clocked in about 1,600 damage right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that's a bad hit. Do better. That's a chip off the sand trap right there. Come on.
Punch on that red mage. Red mage slip throws out another nuke.
Oh, there we go.
Punch by the black belt.
That's gonna do it right there. That is a first place in the room for Papa Ducks there. 1:23:20 official racetime.gg time. That will more than likely ensure him first place on the leaderboard for the Duck Derby and probably make him our champion. But he did lose first place here to Krellin with 1 hour, 20 minutes, 36 seconds. They did at least spoiler first place for Papa Ducks on his last run of this tournament.
Yeah. You got to feel a little bit for Earthwing Angel right there, too. He had the lead. That crack came out that hit him, did not hit Papa Ducks. But you know what? That's Randomizer for you. We play the game. We love the game. Sometimes the game plays you back.
Now, we're going to immediately cut over volume-wise to Earthwing Angel and let them run out their run. So if you want to commentate that while I catch up on things.
Sure. So Earthwing Angel throws out fast. 20 hits, lots of damage. Chaos punches the Black Mage. Nothing really to worry about. We're going to throw out a lock too. A nuke. Another punch. And just like that, down goes Chaos for Earthwing Angel, finishing second place on stream and third place overall with a time of 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 35 seconds. GG's for Earthwing Angel.
And let me switch the audio on over to Adam Rupp, who is on the seafloor right now.
Mm-hmm. So we'll try to get Papa Ducks and Earthwing Angel in here for interviews.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. They're not on the seafloor. They're on one of the first floors. That's my bad.
All right.
Here we go.
All right, and we are joined in the booth by our first place winner on stream tonight and second place for the race, Papa Ducks. GG's, man.
Thank you.
So, tell us your thoughts. What do you think?
I was getting a little worried there when I only had one orb down, and I was still doing my grind at the hour mark. I hadn't found the floater. I hadn't found the cube. I had just found the Oxyale. I was trying to get my grind done before I went into sea. Got into Waterfall and found the herb, which opened everything up. Or I found the, it's the floater. No, it was the herb in Waterfall and the floater from.
The
I don't even remember now.
Floater was in Waterfall. Floater in Waterfall and herb was in Mermaids. Yes.
It was a mess.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit. At that point, I was hoping that the floater was going to be behind the cube block, so that I was relatively sure that everybody was finding it really late. Anybody that did an early waterfall dive would have really paid off in the seed.
Mm-hmm. All right, we are also joined in the booth by our second place finisher on stream and third place overall tonight, Earthwing Angel. Earthwing, GG's.
Thanks.
So, Earthwing, what happened?
Crack.
Yeah.
Crack happened.
Yeah, tell us our thoughts. Tell us your thoughts.
I mean, I was all over the place, like I always am. I'm just always nervous. I was trying to remember certain spells that the red mage could learn. Trying to just go back, and as soon as I was making it to Chaos's floor and saw that nobody finished yet, I had high hopes, and Chaos dashed that in about 3 seconds.
Yeah, it was tough, man, because you went in there, you were on fire. You got all your levels early. You were in the lead for a very good portion of the race. You and Papa Ducks were trading back and forth for a while, whether it was levels or progression. We were wondering if the lack of ribbon on that black belt was going to come back to get you, considering the MDEF of 3 on the black belt and 4 on the master this time around. So it came back to get you, and it's unfortunate because you raced a really good race tonight. And sometimes RNG can RNG, but that doesn't take away from your performance. It was great to watch you race, and I think you put on a really great show tonight. And you're scary, man.
Yeah.
If you say so.
So, Papa, I'm looking at the numbers right now, and we do need to congratulate you because statistically there's no way for anyone to catch up at that point with your second place finish. You are going to be our new Duckling Supreme. How do you feel over there?
Feel pretty good. After the first race, I finished 10th in the first race. I thought I was pretty much done at that point. My goal was just to finish in the top 10. Put a couple of good races together the last few weeks, and it all worked out.
Okay, Jar Jar went back and got his herb out of Mermaids, so there you go.
He at least remembered. Eventually.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that is good. I honestly don't have any other questions for our runners right now. Luffy, you got anything else?
Yeah, I want to know what you guys thought about when the seed was rolled. What did you think about the party composition with the 2 Force black belts? Are you guys familiar with black belts? Have you run them before a lot? Let's start with our Duckling Supreme and new champion, Papa Ducks. What do you think about black belts?
When I was practicing for the spring tournament, that was pretty much all I played was black belts.
Mm-hmm.
And I've expanded more now. I play some fighter and get a good blessing on a thief. I'll play with a thief lead. But so I've got plenty of practice, especially in this flag set. So I was happy when I saw that.
And so, what do you think there, Earthwing Angel? You like black belts? What'd you think of getting forced 2 of them tonight?
I thought it was crazy. I'm not. When I started, I was definitely a fighter person, and when the boot camp week 3 came around, I was excited because I knew I was going to have to start using the black belt to stand any sort of chance. And then I saw that there was no ribbon either, and that was going to make it even more exciting.
Mm-hmm. Well, you definitely did a really good job. You found the right tile. You took it all the way to 42. You had the right idea. The MDEF slight inversion there just came back to bite you a little bit at the end, but your grind was on point. Your routing was very good. You ran a really, really good race, and it's just unfortunate the way that happened at the end, but you know what? There's plenty of other tournaments. There's plenty of other times you can play, and you stick around, and I think you do just fine.
Absolutely.
All right, so while we were chatting with our 2 finishers, we have ADR on Tiamat, and well, we had ADR on Tiamat as Tia is down.
Yeah, we are on our walk over there to Chaos. I don't think ADR is going to have much to worry about with this Chaos, so long as, and that is the key, they don't first turn crack his black belt.
Yep. Unless he gets some turn order and he picked up wall maybe from on-rack, which I doubt. He's just going to have to hope that this turn order doesn't hit. Alright, so we're gonna fast, we're gonna ruse, we're gonna bonk. Bonk goes off, fast goes off, ruse goes off. There's the crack. First black belt down, white mage down, red mage and black belt or slash master on their feet still. Okay, so we got nuke. We don't have nuke. We got swing and swing. Ink comes out, does ink things. 12 hits, 500 damage. Another swing. 4 hits, 155. Ink again. Thank you, Chaos. Punch. 12 hits, 347. Yeah. 12 hits, 315. Blaze comes out. Still doing okay. Another swing. 4 hits, 4 damage. That looks like Vorpal doing Vorpal things.
There's a crack. Didn't do anything.
Another crack and misses again. Okay, I think the promotion earlier right there, that little extra MDEF might be helping ADR right here. Another punch. 12 hits, 841. Still on his feet, Chaos.
Not anymore.
Another punch. There he is. Down goes Chaos. Get your GGs out in chat for ADR. Finishing 3rd place on stream and 8th place overall with time of 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 44 seconds. GGs.
Yeah, it's the official racetime.gg time. In between those, Velik came in at 4th place, 1 hour, 26 minutes, 30 seconds. Rich Bourquois, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, 1 hour, 27 minutes, 51 seconds in 5th place. Budge Mono in 6th place, 1 hour, 28 minutes, 48 seconds. Hate 13, ruining his run of all 11th places, coming at 7th place there. 1 hour, 31 minutes, 57 seconds. GG's to all of them in our run right now.
Yeah, we'll see if ADR wants to pop in here for an interview or not, as we have Jar Jar parking at the desert to go to Mirage, as he is in his go mode, and going to go and say hi to Tiamat.
So all of our runners so far that have finished, ADR coming in, and then Papa Ducks, of course, and Earthwing. You all at this point are going to be graduating. I mean, obviously Papa has to; he's champion. But all of you guys are going to be graduating at this point. How does it feel? Well, your time as a duckling. Are you looking forward to being platypi at this point? What are your thoughts? Don't all speak at once.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm starting to catch up to some of the vets. I'm competitive at least now. I've got some big shoes to fill from the previous Duckling Supreme. So see if I can do that. I don't know about all that, but I'm gonna try my best.
Earthwing.
I feel like it might be too soon, but you don't really have a choice. I still feel quite green, but no, it'll be exciting. I do know I have a wedding coming up, so I won't be able to participate in either the co-op or the fall league.
Oh,
So I'll be disappearing for a little, but I'm definitely not going anywhere.
guess just gotta practice on the sly and keep those skills sharpened. ADR joining us in chat now. 109 points on the board all told. 8th place in this run, but I think you're gonna come in like 3rd place overall, more than likely. How'd you feel about your run, sir?
Oh, it was not too bad. I gotta say, I wasn't confident about these flags, and when I saw the 2 force black belts, I was not happy about it. But I think I did manage to defend my 3rd place overall, which is all I hope to do tonight, so I'm happy with it.
Luffy, you got questions for ADR?
Yeah, ADR. I think you ran a really good race tonight. What were you thinking on that first dive into Sea Shrine there, going down, going Kraken side, and then running into Kraken doing Kraken things? What went through your head right there? How did you regroup?
Oh, I went in there thinking that I had a level 23-ish black belt, so I'm like, oh, cracking, that shouldn't be difficult. And then went absolutely nowhere. So I looked at the item list, and I suppose I'll go take care of some other business and come back to it later. I'm glad to find that herb over in Mermaids, which opened up the rest of the game to me.
Yeah, we saw that herb being required, so that was definitely a necessary find. Overall, it was a pleasure to watch you play tonight. 3rd place in the Duck Derby overall is nothing to sneeze at. You're a pretty good runner. It's good to have you with us, and I look forward to seeing what you can do moving forward as well.
Absolutely, it's great to be here.
All right, so while we've been chatting it up here, we have Jar Jar going and picking up some magic here as he took down Tiamat. Has 3 orbs lit and just has the Earth Orb to go and then go through Temple of Fiends.
He'll be on his way, I'm sure.
Yeah, he ran into some tough sledding early on. He kept trying to light some orbs and do some things, and wait a minute. Does he have that Earth Orb lit and I'm just missing it? Okay, he has that Earth Orb lit. Okay, never mind. Here we go.
Well, hey, we're on our way then.
Yeah. Woad, our tracker, pointing out he may have missed Lich dying. Everybody misses Lich dying. It's fine.
It happened very fast for all of our runners.
Yep, for sure. Alright, so why don't we do a little bit of some housekeeping here, and why don't we do some thanking to us RPG Limit Break for hosting us tonight and allowing us to borrow their channel while we run the Duck Derby Week 4 here as we crown a champion, Papa Ducks. Thank you, Darkmoon, for having me with you in the booth tonight. Thank you, Woke, for doing the tracking and pushing the buttons behind the scenes and keeping us honest. And thank you to everybody else who joined us tonight and watched this race, as we're going to watch Jar Jar go through Temple of Fiends and hopefully one-shot this and not run into any trouble. And yeah, it's been a great race tonight. It's been a great Duck Derby. It's been wonderful to watch these new runners play, and looking forward to see what they have moving forward in the future.
Yes, sir, I'm doing housekeeping behind the scenes right now.
No, that's fine. Why don't we get some, maybe not some final thoughts here, but from some future thoughts here from some of our runners that finished already. So, Papa Ducks, what do you got planned coming up, starting this week? What's going on with you?
Starting this week, I'm playing in the co-op tournament with Thunder. We haven't set up our first match yet. We're playing against Gregory Puff and Clementitas. So that'll be this week, 2 out of 3. See how that goes. I'm very new to co-op, so it's a completely different experience for me. Other than that, just gonna continue practicing, getting into pickup races when I can, and just trying to improve.
Yeah, very nice. Thunder, one of the champions of Final Fantasy here. Great partner for you to learn from. Co-op's a lot of fun, man. You're going to enjoy it. I enjoy it. It's fun. It's really neat to share key items and really neat to kind of work on routing and talking with your partner. It's a good time. So you're going to enjoy that a lot, I think.
Yeah, we ran the seed we ran the other night, the qualifier. There's definitely some different strategies. He actually re-rolled his party 30 minutes into the race.
Wow. Okay.
We had no offensive magic. We finally found Fade at level 4, so he re-rolled for a white mage. I had already taken out 3 fiends. I quaked Lich and bracked Tiamat and Kraken, so that he was able to catch back up real quick because there was a nice grind over in Provoca. So yeah, there's a lot of different strategies that I would never think of that really pay off in co-op.
Oh yeah, for sure. Earthwing, you said you're going to be taking some time off. What are you planning on doing coming up in the near future?
Just that. Like I said, I got the wedding. I pretty much promised my fiance that if I could run in the spring tournament and run in the Duckling Derby, that she would have me after that, no matter what.
I think Dark Moon and I can both say to you, happy wife, happy life. So compromise is always a good thing. So that sounded like a solid move right there. I can get behind that. All right, so ADR, same question to you. What do you got coming up moving forward here in the future?
Well, similarly, my wife has not loved me staying up Sunday nights, so I'm gonna probably just keep my eye on the Discord, see what's happening during the day, maybe jump in a race here and there, and otherwise just I'll see what pops up.
Yeah, that sounds good. I think all of us with wives know that there's a balance between playing our games and living our lives, but most of our wives are understanding. I know mine is. I'm sure Dark Moon's is as well. So it'll be fine.
See, Jar Jar is getting a number of fights going here on the seafloor. He's been on this floor for a little while now. I think he ended up in one of the bad parts of the encounter table here on this floor.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think he hard reset going in, so I think he was on a different spot compared to some of our other brothers.
I mean, I don't necessarily blame that move depending upon the encounter run. I've seen plenty of bad encounter tables where I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm just never going to hard reset, and I'm just going to let the dice fall on this because the hard reset leads to some nasty encounters.
Alright, so we got Kraken pull, we got a punch. About 200 damage there. Fast goes off, obviously out of turn order, and Viz 2 for some evasion. We're going to double fast, and it's not going to matter because Kraken is down.
It looks like even his secondary black belt is at like level 25, so they're going to be able to hold their own. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's going to be a nice little security blanket too, should that crack come through and take out one of them. Oh, he did pick up wall too. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, he's got that other black belt swinging the massive. Okay.
Yeah, that's smart. It's getting some extra damage on that, even though they're lower level. With the Mazza +2, I think you don't take that off of the black belt until there's something like 25, 26 anyway, and that's around where his black belt is. So there's no point. Like, unless you really wanted to white samurai as well, you just leave the Mazza in there.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So Jar Jar on the Chaos floor, gonna pull the Ultimate Fiend, shifting around his party.
But not Ultima Fiend, which is a completely different character.
That's right. Alright, so we got some fast, we got some bonk, we got a wall. We're gonna get turn order on that wall. We are, okay.
Nice, that's gonna help. That'll
that's
help them out
definitely
a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure. So we got fast, another bonk. Tier 4 too, sure, why not?
Just in case they came out with something. I don't necessarily mind that if you don't expect this fight to be more than like, a couple rounds.
Mm-hmm.
I think the wall up on the second black belt might have helped better just to keep like damage pouring out. But like I can understand the Cure 4.
Yep. Crack comes down, kills the one black belt and the white wizard. So we're down to black wizard, black belt. They're master strats here.
But I mean, you're just locking and punching. That makes sense.
Oh yeah, it's fine. This chaos we know is not too scary aside from that crack. So walled up on that insta kill. Very small chance that it hits now.
And it didn't. Yeah.
And there goes chaos.
Yep. That's an official racetime.gg time for Jar Jar Thinks there. 1 hour, 45 minutes, 48 seconds. That puts him in 11th place in the race room, 4th place here on stream. Before him, Goats Pirate finished in 9th place, 1 hour, 38 minutes, 46 seconds. And Ike here came in at 10th place, 1 hour, 44 minutes, 31 seconds. GG to all our runners. We do have more runners that are going to continue going through this. It looks like we have maybe 9 more that are competing right now, so we'll let them continue running. I might check and see if, after we're done here talking with Jar Jar and doing our final thoughts, if we're going to pop it over to Speed Gaming to catch up if they have any other runners still going right there. But GG to all our runners that are running now and have finished already. Hell of a Duck Derby.
Yep. So I am going to pull Jar Jar into the booth here to have a little chat with us. But before we get to Jar Jar and congratulate him for finishing, I'm going to do a little bit of housekeeping from our wonderful tracker extraordinaire and fellow admin, Danny, giving us some notes to pass along to the community and listeners tonight. So on the scheduling for this week, we have our first co-op race starting tomorrow night at 8:30 on Speed Gaming. We're not sure what channel yet. We have the New Kids on the Block, consisting of myself and Shoe Bobby, racing against the Has-Beens and Wannabes, Jay Scheidel and Sunflash Rune. That'll be 8:30 tomorrow night. And the second race, Tuesday night, 9 p.m. on RPG Limit Break, we have the Trash Island Fire Engine number 9, Lord Fizzlebeef, and Tarnin going up against Clever Team Name, who I'm not sure who that is.
That's me and Sonny Wrath.
I'm an idiot. Hi, Dark Moon. Sorry.
Hey, I'm right here.
Yeah. So you're so clever, you fooled me, dude. You fooled me. So now that we got that out of the way, thank you for your patience. Jar Jar, GG's, what do you think about the race tonight?
That herb box. I always forget that chest.
Yeah, we saw you, well, our tracker Woat saw you thinking you left without getting it, and then he saw that you reset out, and we were like, oh no.
I was like, oh, okay, I don't have the key, it's probably in TFC. Like, oh, okay, I've checked all of mermaids. It's gotta be in TFC, right? It's gotta be key locked. No, I missed the chest, and I was like, wait, what else do I have? I also forgot about Corneria lock, but that's another thing. I don't. I don't know. This run was, my brain's gone. I don't.
It happens.
Yeah, we saw you trying to light some early orbs, making a play on Earth Cave, and then making a play on Carry.
I was like, oh, okay, I have some fires. Maybe they rolled low. I can get through. Probably get through lit. Probably get through. Maybe force my way through Carry. No. Was a very risky play and a very poor one in hindsight. I kind of just wish I went to Ordeals after picking up that Masa, but these are things that you kind of just have to learn to make on the fly. Yeah, the Well, my time kind of like is just the epitome of I made some poor decisions at the beginning, and and I completely bungled up one of the incentives. I'm glad that I picked up wall when I did.
Yes, for sure.
Seeing that crack was not amazing, but I had a backup plan at the very least. In that I didn't need to. I was planning on like seeing if I could invis up my party, see if he's not a spellcaster of any kind. But I'm just glad that I decided to open up with wall. There's not really much else to say. Topher went annoyingly, a lot of unrunnables. Aside from that, not much else to say. White Mage was an okay play. Wall helped a lot. But the early game was rough without that black magic. Getting early stoned was not great either. Just not much else to say, honestly. This is a seed of mistakes on my part. But you kind of just have to live and let learn.
Yeah, well, I think you took some early chances that if they paid out for you, could have gone differently in the end. You ran into some adversity, but you kept pushing, you kept going, you went back, you got that herb, you finished out, you didn't quit, and that says something. You know, it's very easy to give up on a seed or walk away or just, you know, say it's not your night and just be done, and you didn't, and that says something. And GG's to you, way to push through. Great Duck Derby. It was nice to watch you race tonight. Thank you for coming out.
No problem. Thanks for hosting.
Mm-hmm. So, Dark Moon, got any final thoughts here for our runners before I ask for some final thoughts and you do what you're going to do?
Before we check in with the runners and get their final thoughts, I want to remind people that yes, we have the co-op tournament that's starting up this week. They'll be running for 4 weeks as we go through our 15 teams battling it out. 2 weeks after the co-op tournament ends, the Fall League, which Luffy and I are planning together, along with Shinobi and our developer, Cam, that will be starting. That's going to go for 6 weeks of fun and crazy flags. Going to be a great time. And then, of course, you know, SG Live coming up after that, sponsored by Speed Gaming, which we will have a tournament in as well. And then in January, the Duck Derby for our winter crew of Ducklings. So, you know, 6 fabulous months here of Final Fantasy Randomizer. Cannot get enough. Most of that will be here on RPG Limit Break, at least in some form as well. And back to you, Luffy, for our runners and final thoughts.
All right, so let's start with our first place finisher and newly crowned Duckling Supreme, Papa Ducks. Final thoughts on the seed tonight?
It was an interesting seed. Some of the item logic was a little forced for a little bit different routing, but it was fun. Other than that, I just want to thank you guys for coming and tracking. Thank RPG Limit Break for hosting us. Encourage anybody that's not a member of the Discord to come join and play along. It's a lot of fun, and everybody's really helpful. It's a great community. Other than that, good game to everybody that played in the tournament, and I will see you guys again.
Yeah, very well said. Earthwing Angel, same question. Final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. I'm really sad that there were some names and some big names that couldn't do the Duck Derby with us. But yeah, I mean, thank you for putting it together and having me. And I hope I can at least do decent in the future.
I think you got a promising future ahead of you for sure. That was a really great race tonight. Some bad luck on the turn order RNG, but that doesn't take away from what you did. So thank you very much. ADR, same question. Final thoughts?
Well, there's some really tough competition in this derby, and I'm really happy that I was able to do as well as I did, and this seed turned out okay in the end.
Yes, sir, very much so. And Jar Jar, our final runner on stream tonight, but number one in our hearts for keeping and pushing through. Final thoughts?
I mean, I'm probably one of the newer runners in the Duck Derby. I joined right at the start of Duckling Derby, not Duckling Derby, the Duckling Boot Camp, and it taught me a lot about this game, and I would encourage anyone that's deciding to join to come join the Discord and hang out and learn with us and develop new strategies and see what the future entails.
Yeah, 100%. Darkmoon,
Yes,
my
sir.
buddy, my comm partner.
Yes.
Any final thoughts from you?
Well, it was a lot of fun watching this one. I love the Duck Derby. I think it's great that we do this. I know there's other communities that do various new player helping things. They have guides, they have so forth. I don't know a lot of other communities that will do the quite the blowout that we do for it. The videos to help train for boot camp, and then the tournament afterwards to cement the lessons and everything that goes with. I think this is a fantastic program, and if you have any inclination in learning the randomizer, this is the way to do it, because we go all out to make sure you understand everything about this. The program developed by Gregory Puff that we run every 6 months, it's so great, and it just shows the welcoming attitude of the community for Final Fantasy Randomizer. And then, there's just events going on all the time because we're crazy mofos that don't know when to stop.
Yeah, like you were saying earlier, this next 6 months here of co-op into Fall League, into Speed Gaming, into Duck Boot Camp again, it's going to be a blur, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you've never heard of us, you never joined us before, come on out, join the Discord, come hang out with us. It's going to be a lot of fun over the next half a year, and we'll look forward to having you.
Yeah, and I mean, that came out of Duck Derby to Spring Tournament to Duck Derby with, I think, the, No Kid Hungry Marathon that happened in there as well, where we did a mini tournament for that. Seriously, I think we have a month off in December, and that's about it. There's always something going, and you don't have to participate in all the tournaments. Each one is geared towards a different kind of audience, and then when you factor in the Iron Gall matches that we have, they're their own kind of weekly spontaneous fight when you want kind of races and so forth. You can just basically get yourself lost in this tournament and always be playing and always be practicing, and it's just a fun time with a great bunch of people that you So yes, come to FinalFantasyRandomizer.com. Everything you need is right there. Links to the Discord, the development Discord, all the links for the flags that we've done before, the randomizer itself. It's a great time to be here. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm a Castlevania fan. I came here on a lark after watching the YouTube videos of the tournaments for the first couple of years that was going on, and I just this is a game I can do. I think I can handle this, and I've been sucked in ever since. So,
and now we just can't get rid of you.
You can't. I'm like mold. I grow on here, and you try with bleach, and it just comes back.
That's all right. You grow on us too, so it's good to have you here.
Luffy, take us home.
All right, so with that, again, thank you to everybody for joining us tonight. Thank you to RPG Limit Break for hosting us. Thank you to Woat for punching the buttons and keeping us honest. Thank you to Darkmoon for joining me in the booth tonight. And, of course, to our runners. Our winner tonight, Papa Ducks, New Ducking Supreme, and the other runners, Earthwing Angel, ADR, and Jar Jar Thinks. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for running. And with that, we're going to get on out of here. So, everybody, ciao and chillax, everyone. Final Fantasy Randomizer fam, we gone.